Hey, and welcome to Into the Toybox. I am Alan Multiverse, and this guy is Beta Ray Bob. We hope everybody's doing well tonight. We've got a good show for you guys. It's going to be a lot of people's Figtober customs for the month.
Mm,
Um,
that's pretty
how are
good.
you doing tonight, Bob?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm glad to go through these millions of pictures that we have tonight. And so,
Yeah, yeah. The participation for Figtober this year was huge.
yes, it was. And so I sent out a call pretty much saying if anybody wanted to get their stuff featured to send the pictures in. And a lot of people did. So I
All
probably won't
right.
do it. I'll probably just, um, you know, may have to make a part two next time or something like that. But
Okay.
anyway, thanks for everybody coming out. We've got a couple great guests for you tonight. I'll go ahead and bring them out now. You may know this guy.
We've
Oh,
seen him before.
hello.
It's Starboy Station.
Thanks for
Um,
having me.
Thank
Thanks for
you for
joining
coming
us.
on. Yes, thanks. How are you doing tonight?
So far, so good.
Good
Yeah.
deal. Good deal. All right. Well, and you guys may know this guy too, Van.
Hey,
What's going on?
Hello.
How are you doing?
Good. Just hanging out with my moon goon here.
Nice, nice. Um, let's see here. Okay. So anyway, tonight's episode is Figtober, slash, I guess, Inktober.
Mhm.
For Van. We're gonna look at some of his artwork that he did for the month, and then some of the customs that Joel did. So before we get started, I guess let's say hello to the chat before we get
All righty.
into this
So we got
chat.
Smog here first. How you doing?
Yes, hey man, what's up,
Ian's with us,
Ian?
and he
Ian.
is looking forward to this one. Me too.
All
Ian.
right, all right.
Hey, and Starboy
Hey,
Station's
Starboy
here.
Station's in the chat. What's up with that?
Let's see. Hang on. There's a lot of inner conversation going on here. Some Bionicles talk.
What?
Hey, Rat Toys Galaxy is
Toys
here with us.
Galaxy. Hey, and if you guys haven't, check out his. If you are into Mythic Legions and stuff like that, check. He just dropped a Mythic Legions YouTube video of his world building is doing with that. So check it out on his YouTube page.
And Jerry is here with us. How you doing?
Hey, what's up?
And whoops, hang on. It just went wonky on me. I know there's some more people here. Hang on, let me just get to one. Oh, here we go. Fat Red Foo, what's up?
All right, too. What's
Red.
up? What's up?
Zaman, aka My Small World.
Hey, what's
He's
going
been
on?
cracking out some videos this week, so
Yeah,
be
he's
sure to
been
check those
doing a lot
out.
of the Eagle Force videos on YouTube.
Mhm.
Hey,
Hey,
Michael.
here's Michael Hefner. And what?
Waiting for our
Said
one
hi to
regular.
Bjorn earlier.
There he is.
Hey, Bjorn.
And Bjorn, this Dr. Pepper is for you. Okay, but I'm drinking. So anyway, that's
MCR, what's up?
MCR. Hey,
And Nebula Nexus. Hey.
hey, Nebula.
I think we got some. Oh yeah, everybody's chit-chatting in the chat. Cool.
Good. It's
Hey, Pirates.
Pirates.
Thanks for joining.
Yep.
Oops, no, that's not what I want to do.
Okay. Let's see here.
That gets us caught up.
All right.
No.
Okay.
Yes, Bjorn compliments your superior taste.
Yes, superior drink, right, Bjorn? I'm normally Coca-Cola, but in your honor,
Hey, Ronnie Trickshot just joined us
hey, what's
tonight.
going on? Hey.
Just on a stream with him over on a podcast from the pit earlier this weekend.
Yeah, you were there. You were there Saturday morning, right?
Yes, yeah, early Saturday morning. But
Yeah.
well,
And then you did a stream with Will today, this
yeah,
afternoon, right? Yeah, Bob's
yeah,
making all the money, man. He's like on 3 streams this weekend. It's like he's got that. Oh, he's working on overtime, man.
I don't know about all the money, but I just enjoy hanging out with folks and chatting
Yeah,
about toys.
yeah,
So
for sure. Yeah, that's cool.
here we are.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, so guys, hang on to your butts because we're gonna go through these uh pretty fast. Yeah, so I actually went and saw Badlands last night and I loved it, man. It was awesome.
Excellent. Yeah, I think that's one I'm gonna have to see in the theaters, but I'm gonna
I went
let
and
the
saw
crowd
it.
die out a little.
It was in my opinion, it was fantastic. So
Excellent.
Sweet. We're seeing it
um
tomorrow. I'm pumped. I love
nice.
I
Yeah,
love me
it's
some AVP anything.
yeah,
So
Mm.
yeah, for me it's like it's I did not really know what to expect. I was like, it's like I hope it's good, but it was really good in my opinion. All right. So I guess we'll get started with this. Let's see here.
Right.
Hey,
The chat
so
seems to confirm that Badlands was good.
for sure, for sure. So um I've got pictures here. Hold on, let me just make sure I get to the point where I'm telling whose all this stuff is. So I know this is Ari's. Um, he did Legos along with a few other people. So I want to just make sure that I've got my list here. I'm sorry, jeez, I got my glasses and I'm not even okay. Yeah. All right. So anyway, so this is Ari Stardust on Instagram, and he does like 6-inch Star Wars and Marvel stuff, I think, and then he does Lego um, uh, stuff as well. So anyway, so he did a whole month of Figtober um, Lego, and so I asked everyone if they'd send me their top 5 creations that they made, and a lot of people sent them in. So we'll just kind of run through these. Let's see. So he did this one. I think this one's for the courier.
Okay.
Let's see.
And I like that this year we had like a lot of participation with like different formats than just
Right.
118 figures.
That's right. That's right. I forgot what this one was for, but you guys definitely. I think his kids helped him with some of these Lego builds and stuff, and so if you don't know what these color combos are, you probably either are too old or don't have kids. But anyway, yes, it's companion droid. That could be what it was. Thanks, Bjorn.
Yeah.
All right, so. I'm not sure what this one was, but we're just going to go through and admire all these pictures because
That might be the Cantina Rats.
could have been. Anyway, so if you guys want to look at his Figtober entries this year, you can go to Ari Stardust, and that is on Instagram.
Oh, that is the merchant. He's right.
Okay, merchant. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking it was probably going to be all I could do to have people's pictures on here, and I didn't think about what the prompts were. So, anyway, we'll figure it out. We're a smart group here.
Yeah. Plus, these are all on Instagram, like
That's
I
right.
was
They're
saying
all
earlier.
So this was one of my favorite ones that he did.
Oh yeah,
and I like the combo that he used. I think this was the monster. I think the what was it? What was the prompt?
grotesque monster.
Grotesque I think this was the grotesque monster. Anyway,
I'm too much of a Lego nerd. I know like each of these pieces.
Okay.
I'm like looking.
I've been out of the Lego
here.
game. I've been out of the Lego game for a long time, so I am not familiar with most of these. But This one was probably my favorite that he did. This was his favorite. So basically, this is the cantina, and I think he told me that he had a lot of the Star Wars aliens like taken apart, for the cantina, and because he's like doing a rebuild or something, and so he basically put all of his Figtober entries into this one shot. I think with Figtober, the grand finale. So I thought that was smart. And but anyway, that's Ari Stardust. His entries, and go check him out if you want to see more.
Do you know this? That looks like it's because I have the set of the cantina, but this
Mhm.
looks like it's custom built, which is like really, really cool, really impressive.
So I'm not 100% sure what the build is, so I couldn't tell you if it's that or not. But I know that he has the cantina. However, if he did any custom to it, I don't know.
Yeah,
But,
this looks cool. Looks great.
Yeah, that's one Lego set I wish I'd have pulled the trigger on. But anyway, all right. So I'm sure everyone can probably guess who this set of pictures is from. It's not only then it's our friend Bjorn, and that's the captain right there with his superior drink, Dr. Bricker, I'm sure. So he submitted 5 cuts. I think he did plenty. I think he did more than 31.
Oh yeah. He has some bonuses.
I think he was doing 2 or 3 a day at some point, but he has a crap load of Lego minifigures, so he had a lot to work with.
This is just awesome customs. Oh, here we go.
Yeah,
51. Wow.
so he was flexing like Lord of Thane was last year.
Yeah.
I just did 150 is all. But anyway, yeah, great job. Yeah, I don't doubt it, Bjorn. I don't doubt it. So these are all Bjorn's. You guys know Bjorn, friend of the community, friend of the channel. You can check him out on his Instagram page and look at all the Lego customs that he did. And he also did this team of, like I said, this was just one entry right here. He just like, bam, I'm going to do some, a custom like D&D team or something, And so anyway.
Yeah, they look awesome.
Yeah, they are great.
Build them up a little castle and they'll be set to go.
There you go. Yeah. They're ready to roll dice. And okay, so this was another Lego figure from Ian. He actually did one Lego figure with the rest of his customs. I'm not sure if Ian did 31, but he did a lot. Probably did more than 31, probably, but he
did, yeah.
Okay. So I noticed on a couple of his posts he had more than one figure. So anyway, but yeah, I just threw this one in because he did one Lego figure, and I put the one Lego figure up here. So he did a lot of Mandos and a lot of repaint of Mandos, and man, I really love some of these color combinations. Like I may be stealing some of these color combinations at some point because I dig them. But like, and to me, it's like, man, I love the blue on that guy's skin. I mean, it's so good. It's like that's awesome. And then, like I said, another Mando, and he did a couple of droids to go with that Mando. So, and another Mando in those colors is like, no, Rad, I am done having more than 100 now, so it's going to be less than 100. I've got to keep the show down to normal numbers. So anyway, but yeah, anybody just want to go check him out? Mudhorn Station, that's Ian. And this is another one, man. Like I said, I just love the color combinations that he used on this, and so they're like every one of them. every one of them was like great, and I'm like, dude, it's like you killed it with every one of them, you know. And like I said, he did more than just these, so you can check him out on Instagram. Go to his page. So who's next? Okay, so this is Macon Hicks. He's normally into like sci-fi, and he's like always building like robots, these cool robots and stuff, and ships and stuff. So it's Macon Hicks 6. That's who submitted these, and so if you want to go check him out on Instagram, feel free. He does a lot of great work. And so he did this one. I think he like did the weathering on the bug. And so it looks super good because it's normally just plain black and blue, and so you can see the lines that he did on there, and so it's really good. And the metal, like it's worn on the legs and stuff, and so it's awesome. But yeah, anyway, he does like it's like this, and like I said, he does great work. I love that barrel with the freaking tentacles coming out of that. And I meant to ask him, like, was that a print or was that off something and he just cut pieces off? Because that's so cool. And I like the the little, I guess, creature beside it. I think it's awesome too. Let's see here.
Every time I see a Making Hicks creation, I'm like, get this guy on a movie team.
That's right.
Like, get this guy in the creature department. Like,
that's
please.
right.
Yeah, for sure.
Like every time, I'm like, this stuff is awesome. Like,
yeah, he definitely knows what to do, and so he's a big fan of sci-fi, obviously. But anyway, this was like one of his bigger builds, and it was like a Jawa, I guess, I don't know what you'd call it exactly, but like some kind of Jawa speeder type construction thing, and so this is the front of it, and this is the back of it, and so just awesome work. I mean, the paint job on that is just phenomenal. Everything he does that he always colors it to where it looks like it's been around for like 60 years and has been used, and so anyway, so very good job. So anyway, all right, so Timbo Toys, you guys know Tim. If you don't, check him out on his Instagram page. He's also got YouTube, and so he does 6-inch figures, and so he has made some custom 6-inch figures, and so
he's also started selling some custom carded 6-inch customs. So.
Right. Yeah, you can check him out on his Instagram or YouTube page. But Timbo Toys, and he makes really good diorama pieces as well.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm kind of curious to see, like, and he's become, he's really gotten a lot better with like his paint work and stuff. And so, because and he's getting a lot of these heads, I think, that are printed for him, and it's like I think he's painting them too. And so, because this dude is not in 6-inch scale, it's the head is definitely like a print, and they look awesome actually, so anyway.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, he's doing good work.
And I love his South Shore Mall stuff, especially Jackson's Issues comic book shop.
Yes, yeah, he's like I said, he's got a YouTube page and Instagram, and he's probably one of I guess he's somebody that really follows. He's like in our community, and he's probably one of the few that does like the 6-inch in the sort of small community of world builders that we are. But anyway, great work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Speaking of Fat Red Foo, these are some of the customs he did. And so Fat Red Foo has a world where it's not a Star Wars world. It's more of a, I guess cyberpunk-esque.
Mhm.
Like you will not see anything Star Wars in it or anything like that. I don't think there's any like creatures or anything like that. But he's got it pretty much focused on what he wants to be in the world. And so I applaud him for that because like I don't know if I could, not have some kind of Star Wars stuff in my builds or something. But anyway, oh, I mean, as soon as I say that, I mean, there's a Star Wars figure right there, custom.
Well, the
but-
previous one was a customized Star Wars figure as well, I believe.
oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, there's no name Star Wars figures in there. There may be
Right.
No
Right.
aliens.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no aliens. Right. Lots of droids and stuff like that. Yeah, but really good job with these
Oh
customs.
yeah.
He did a vehicle as well. I think one of the prompts were a vehicle, and so good job on that. To me, this kind of reminds me of something you'd see in Japan. One of the little small trucks that they haul supplies and stuff on. And he's got to get this one with tread instead of wheels. So anyway, great work. And this was, I guess, the android or the robot.
Oh yeah, this one was really good.
I forget what the prompt was, but this was one of my favorites that he did. I thought it was just super cool. I think it's a Ben 10 figure or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so,
I believe so.
I love seeing people, put together customs out of, figures that, I don't normally see. And so anyway, Droid Hero. All right. Thanks, Fat Rafu. And then he did this one, I think, for Halloween. I'm probably assuming. Super good work on this one. I like how a lot of people did like the Halloween flair for the last day, so that was kind of cool. But anyway, really great work. We've seen. All right, so we're at the section where now Starboy Station is in the house.
Hey.
So I'll let you talk about the ones you want to talk about. I think all of them are cool. What was the prompt for this one? Because
This was the Apocalyptic Wanderer.
okay.
Was that the
All right.
Drifter.
Drifter? Thank you.
Yes.
I should have looked at the list.
I figured you guys knew what it was, so I'm like, I don't need any, other things or notes or anything. I'm just gonna wing it. You know what I'm saying?
I was combining prompts, so
Gotcha.
yeah.
So, really good paint work on this one, Joel. I like the buck that it is that's just one of the I forgot what that's the guy from the Mando, right? In the green.
The top part is
yeah.
Then the bottom part is a stormtrooper.
Okay. Yeah.
I think.
Well, the short trooper, I think, share the same legs or the same shin guards as those guys, right?
It's very similar shapes,
Gotcha.
but
Yeah.
different colors. So yeah.
Anyway,
they just
really good
put it together.
paint job. I'm sure this dude, he chose these colors so because he's going to be in the sun all day, and so he didn't want any dark colors, So he wants to try not to sweat his ass off.
Yeah, he's got the big hat, keep the sun off his face.
Yeah. Awesome work. This was one of my favorites.
I love this one.
Yeah, man. It's like so good. It's like, man, it's so awesome, man. It's like who doesn't like a freaking punk rock gone droid? You know what I'm saying? It's awesome. But anyway, yeah, really good work on that, man. It's like it's awesome. Fantastic.
Thank you.
Have you guys seen the new Superman movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
So whenever I see this now, I immediately hear that song, the punk rock, punk rocker song or whatever. I immediately hear that song in my mind whenever I see this picture. So anyway.
Yeah, I'm a punk rocker. Yes, I am.
Yeah. Awesome.
So, got a quick question about your Wanderer's hat.
Yes.
But the Ninjago hat.
It's a 3D print, but I think it is a Lego style that I just
Okay.
sized. Yeah.
Size stuff. Cool.
So I made
Awesome.
some different sizes for different figs, and I kind of liked it. So
Mm.
I think everybody's going to start wearing a hat from now on.
Yeah.
Hey, nothing wrong with that, right?
I figured the hat has
Acceptable.
like it has dual purposes. Like it's like it'll keep the sun off your head, but also like it'll hide you from like the security cameras and stuff, and you can blend into a crowd. If everybody's wearing a hat like that, it's going to be really hard to like do facial recognition and stuff. So
And then you can take it off and like throw it at people too, right? And like bounce
yeah,
off like Captain America's
sure.
shield, you know. So
Yep,
or Imbo, I guess.
yep.
You know, it's like Imbo. All right. Nice one on this one, Joel. What made you decide to bring Tintin? Yeah, that's Tintin, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's Tintin. I love Tintin. Like I love the Tintin movie. I love the books. They're really really cool. So
Nice.
Steven Spielberg did the movie a while back, and it's like this is just an Indiana Jones movie. So I want somebody that can kind of like interact with Indiana Jones. I figured Tintin fits that bill. So
Right, right.
um, yeah, I started making him, and I was pretty happy with how it turned out.
So did
Very
you
cool.
was the collar on that figure or did you have to make that?
I made that. So his
Okay,
pants are Pirates of the Caribbean because he
gotcha.
always wears those like short pants. Like
Hmm.
we used to call them floods. I don't know what you guys call
Yeah,
them,
yeah,
but
yeah. Yeah, I know what
yeah,
you're
he
talking
always wear the short pants, and then
about.
it's a Lando top, which I glued together, and then I kind of molded it to take out some of the seam work, and then added the collar. He was
Nice.
supposed to have a trench coat, but when I put the trench coat on him, he was like a kid in his dad's trench coat,
Mm.
so I had to scrap that. But and then that head is Daniel Craig from Golden Compass, and I just
Hmm.
sculpted the hair and painted the hair. So
Nice. That's awesome, man.
yeah,
That is awesome work. Awesome work. Um, yeah, that's great. So, if you want to check out more of Starboy Station's work, you can
Right.
go to Instagram. Um, hey, well, thanks for coming out and watching, Fantasia. Um, hope you hang around safe for a little bit. But yeah, great work, Joel.
thank you.
Um, yeah. Okay, yeah. So I love the fact how who was the guy who did the drawing of this?
Miranda Rama.
Okay, and so he basically did like this drawing, right?
He did a drawing. I donated. He does a thing called Crop Walk where he does like 31 pictures and sells them, and the money goes to this like help feed people.
Mm-hmm.
And so I donated last year, and so he did a drawing for me, and then sent me a print of it. It's like really really awesome. So my goal since then was to try to recreate that drawing, and Figtober was a good excuse to do that.
Well, I did see that drawing, and you did a great job of interpreting that. So yeah,
Thank you.
awesome. Yep. Because you did so basically the one guy was also a custom as well, right? That you did
Yes.
earlier.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, super good work, man. Super good work.
Mhm.
Um. All right, we're into the water world.
Yes.
Yeah. So, um, if I know most people know, but does anybody want to take any guesses where this post was heading or what movie? I guess this post was inspired by potentially.
I bet Van knows.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, so The Life Aquatic um, was a fantastic movie, and so I'm so glad that
Yeah.
you decided to make a custom of that. So anyway,
It's not
um,
featured in this picture, I don't think, but in the movie, his submarine has his ex-wife name crossed out and his new wife's name written underneath, and
Right.
he did a detail like that.
Yeah, I
Yes.
think it's
on
cut
this.
off.
Yeah, because usually
It's
it's on the
in
back end.
it's
It's
in
an R,
Arbush, but it does say Jacqueline, and it's crossed off, and then it says
yeah,
deep search.
which is like one of the best details of that movie. That's so funny.
Such a good freaking movie, man. I love that movie, man. I probably watch it about once a year, just
Yeah.
to, anyway. But super good custom, Joel. I mean, I'm glad to see you doing more with the water world that you got there, because I know it's not easy to do pictures and stuff with that, but I'm like how you keep going back to it.
Thank you.
Okay, Jesus, yeah, like so.
See
Oh,
that?
what's going on, man? Hey, thanks for watching. So yeah, this one was fantastic. It's like, if you want to tell, the chat or whatever, what your thoughts or what this was about, or I guess for an ode to, I guess. Go ahead.
Yeah, so it's kind of a Baba Yaga, like a walking house. But my thought was that the evil dark side witch has this dinosaur creature, and he walks all night, and then he burrows into the dirt during the day, and so all you see is this house. So you like show up, and you're like, oh, I didn't remember this house being here, but it kind of feels like it's always been there, and
Mm-hmm.
then it's gone. So she just travels all night, and then she's in her house, and he's hidden all day. So
Yeah, that's awesome, man. That's probably in my top 5 of the ones you did this year. Super good work. Oh,
That one has
okay.
an interior too, which is crazy. Like you have to
Yeah.
go check out the
Yeah.
pictures, but there's like a whole interior with like decor and everything.
Yeah, there's like a stove, and there's
Yeah,
all kinds of stuff hanging from the top, and there's a rug,
Joel
and
never does anything half-ass. Okay, and
No,
so
this is true.
it just so you know, it's like if there's room for something or whatever, it's gonna be used. Okay, so yeah. Anyway, what was this one again, Joel? I forgot.
this is Young Indiana Jones. So there was
Okay,
a
that's
TV
right.
show
Yeah,
called
yeah.
the Young Indy Chronicles, and he was a courier in the Belgian army. So he basically rode his little motorcycle. So he's a custom, and his motorcycle's a custom. The
Nice,
motorcycle is probably my favorite custom that I did for Figtober, because it turned out better than I could have hoped. So
nice.
yeah.
Really great work. Yeah. So I guess, would you say that besides Star Wars, I guess Indiana Jones would probably be like your number 2, probably.
Oh, easy. Yeah. He's my
Yeah.
favorite character. He's my favorite movie character,
Gotcha.
more than anybody.
Yeah, I like that. Okay. I definitely see. I know a lot of your posts are slanted that way at times. You know what I'm saying? And so I
Yeah.
like to see that. Let's see here. All right. So uh, go ahead and talk about this one a little bit.
This is called a Chilladay. It's a shell folk. And in Star Wars Resistance, these creatures are basically the hidden mechanics, and they live in the bowels of this. Spoiler: actually ends up being a space station. It's in the water at the beginning of Resistance. It ends up being a space station, but these are the creatures that kind of keep everything running. So they're hidden, but they do come into play. So I've always wanted to try to make one. This was the hardest one that I made, just because it's so different. It's like really hard to find a buck for it. It's really hard.
All right.
I had to
Perfect.
cut apart a turtle for the shell. I had to sculpt that head out of a yak face neck. Like, yeah.
Man,
So
that's awesome work. Awesome
yeah.
work. Is that like Hammerhead's hands on one of them?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Hammerhead's hands that are cut down, so there's only like 3 fingers instead of 4, I think.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Hammerhead feet. The whole buck is actually a hammerhead, but I sculpted the legs on to beef them up. And then the
Gotcha.
arms are a bith, the old bith.
Okay,
So I put those on
that's awesome.
the hammerhead. So
That is awesome. Yeah, great work, man.
Mhm.
I definitely was loving like every post that you did this year.
This guy was fun.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Um,
so if you haven't seen Porco Rosso, check it out. This is based on him.
yeah, fantastic job too. It's like
Mhm.
I said, if you go back, just go back and look at all of Joel's posts this year, and then he's got multiple pictures of each one and different angles and stuff. And so go back and check it out. It's hands down. He blew last year out of the water. I mean, I know last year was great, but to me, it's like you blew it out of the water this year,
Thank
man.
you.
Yeah. It was like some fantastic customs. Yeah. So thanks, Bob, for putting that out there.
Oh yeah.
But
No.
yeah. If you want to see more of the Figtober posts, just go to Instagram and don't even have to put the hashtag. Just search Figtober 2025, and that will take you to a lot of artistic goodness. And so this was the first post you did, right?
Yeah.
To start off,
Yeah.
the
This is the free space.
right. So the picture that you had, I guess the picture, the post for face post or whatever, the first picture, I guess.
Yeah.
Anyway, to me, I think that's probably one of the best pictures you ever did personally. Artistically, it's like, it's a 10, you know.
Thank you. Yeah, that was like it. I was like testing it out, and I'm like, oh wow, this actually turned out pretty good.
Yeah, that is definitely, I
So
think, probably the best picture that you've ever done
thank you.
on Instagram. Yeah, it was fantastic. Fantastic. But yeah, so anyway, great one. Exactly. All right, well, Van, looks like you're up. So you did 31 pieces of art. Do you want to, I guess, so basically last year, in case no one knows, you and your dad got together and pretty much came up with this idea of, I guess, you sort of challenged him to make an action figure for each day of October, since you were going to do art for each day. And so this sort of Figtober has come out of that. So anyway, so you did 31 pictures or 31 pieces of art this year, and they were all great. You want to talk about your, I guess, idea or your thoughts about your theme this year?
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, I did 31 hand painted entries. So everything you see is painted by hand. So I participate in the list, the prompt sheet created by Craig Gleason. He's an artist on Instagram. I love his stuff, but he created a thing called the Bad Guys Club. That's actually where this guy's one of like the mascots of it.
Nice.
But I've loved him for like 10 years. He was like one of the people on Instagram that I'm like, oh, I can make art. Like he makes the kind of art that I want to make. And so when I can do the list, I try to do it. So I try to put my own spin on it. I do my thing called the Damned Orchestra. So I use his list of characters, but I sort of try to put my own spin on it. Love drawing instruments. Can't play them, but I love drawing them. And so, yeah, this entry was Hell Shriner, and that is a prompt I like hate every year because I never really know what to do with it. But this is one I'm finally happy with, and it was the last one of the month. This was number 31, so it worked out with the whole like the end and kind of making it bombastic.
Yeah, that's great, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I think that, like I said, guys, okay, so do you want to go ahead and say what your Instagram handle is?
Yeah, it is artwork of Van Williamson. Just some of the words have the like underscore between them. If you look, the little picture is like a little skull guy, and that will be me if you're interested in
Right,
checking
right.
it out.
Yeah.
But I know a lot of people already are, so thank you to those in the chat who support me.
So to me, this one was like a different, take on like versus the rest of the month. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? It's like everything else seemed like it was like kind of the same sort of theme or the same, I guess, I don't know. I can't think of the word, but anyway. But this one was to me was like you have all the rest, and then this one was like a different piece,
Yeah.
and that's how it looked to me anyway.
Yeah, that was definitely intentional. The prompt for this day was yokai,
Mhm.
and I don't have it off the top of my head, but there's a old, really old, ancient Japanese painting depicting a giant skeleton yokai sort of looming over these two samurai who are like sparring or something. Like one has the other kind of has a blade at their neck, but it like looks like training swords. Um, if anybody's seen like Kubo and the Two Strings, the
Oh yeah,
giant skeleton monster is
yeah,
that same yokai.
right.
And so I wanted to style this one based on the painting. So I used the same colors of the painting. It has the sort of tattered text. I didn't do Japanese characters because I didn't want to worry about like a translation not working or
Hmm.
being disingenuine.
Yeah,
And so I avoided it. But yeah, I wanted to do it in the style. So normally I like to do lots of lines and little marks and stuff. And this one, the original doesn't have a lot of like marks and stuff in the skeleton itself. And so I tried to be as true to the
yeah,
painting as possible. But if you look up like giant skeleton yokai, you'll see the painting.
yeah. That's super great work, man. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
I have a cool magnet of it, and that's what kind of my girlfriend got at a museum that she visited, and so I wanted to show honor to that.
that's awesome. That's awesome. Okay. All
And then,
right.
sorry on that one, the detail on that one. So, what's the prompt on this one, Van? Or is this the singer?
Yeah, so this is the scener, so he's playing like the podium.
So it's like a podium with all the different microphones
Sorry.
that he's using as his microphone, which is like just the details in there are really, really cool.
Right. Yes. Yeah. I had to put my glasses on to see if those were all microphones on there, and so yeah,
my girlfriend brought it over. She knew.
Oh, okay.
make him big.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
it's hard to see which is my reflection of the thing, but yeah, that's a painting.
Awesome. Okay. Tell us which prompt. Oh, well, I forgot. You were not doing the prompts that we were doing. Okay. So which one?
No, I helped make them up, but I didn't adhere to them.
Gotcha.
This one, so the official list is Feral Kid for this one.
Nice.
And if you look on my Instagram, I can't remember all of them, but the titles of each one is like how they died. So I think this one is like Starved in the Woods or something like that. But yeah, I picked this one because it had a lot of little details that I really liked. It's kind of hard to see, but like there's a little snail on the rock next to him. His socks are made of mice.
Yes.
Yeah, dead mice.
Yeah, he has a bird in his mouth. Like I was trying to think of like things that represent, creatures that represent death and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
And he's playing like a mandolin of sorts. But I've always liked the Feral Kid prompt, and he's kind of excluded it from lists the past couple of years. So I was happy to see it back.
Nice. Great work.
Thank
And so he's still got like a band costume, right? Is that what that's supposed to be?
Yeah. So everyone has the same uniform.
Right.
And so when I first did Damned Orchestra, it was just sort of like kind of Lovecraftian was kind of the theme. Last year was demons, and then this year is undead.
Gotcha.
And so that's where all the skeleton stuff comes in, is they've risen to go perform.
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah, this is awesome.
detail on this one. all those keys on the organ.
Yeah,
My
these ones
favorite
always
thing-
kill me.
Yeah, whenever he does like any kind of keyboarded instrument, I absolutely love it. And I think this is like probably his best that he's done.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's pretty good, man. It's pretty good. So what was this one?
This was X-Ray Kid, which is another prompt I always kind of struggle with, and so I decided to go with the nervous system of a person.
Nice.
Like obviously, there's the X-ray images, so maybe
Right,
his
right.
spirit is in the instrument, and then just a little cute nervous system guy is playing. And with all the big instruments, some of them don't read as well as others, but with all the big instruments, I wanted it to still have a way to march,
Mhm.
not just be stationary. So those are all little fingers coming out of the bottom.
Oh.
So I like thinking that they're all
awesome.
crawling alongside the march and everything.
That's awesome. This one was one of the ones I probably say I probably think in my probably top 5 of the ones you did. I like this one a lot.
Thank you. Yeah, this one turned out like better than I thought it was going to. Because a lot of the stuff I wanted to go with were like older instruments. Like a lot of these guys have been dead for a long time. And so when I was doing research, the prompt is blockhead, which usually means like just stone for a head, a rock head, or something made out of some material. And so when I was researching old sort of colonial headstones, one like this popped up, and I'm like, oh, I'll just make his face I was already gonna make his head the tombstone, but I'll make his face the skull on the tombstone.
Awesome.
And then he's playing a bagpipes based on the ones in like a 3-second shot from Army of Darkness, which is like one of my favorite parts of that movie. But
Yeah.
the band is the undead army is marching, and it turns, and one of them has a flute, and one's playing bagpipes, and one's playing drums. So
Great work. Great work.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, this is awesome.
So yeah, every year I
these
have
old
to do because I used to work as a theater technician. So every year there's a theater technician prompt in my orchestra, and this year it landed with Costume Kids. And so I went for those. I think, are they called Ben Cooper? Is that the brand?
Yeah.
I had, like everyone else, I was obsessed with Superman this summer. Kind of got me back into like wanting to watch more DC and superhero stuff just in general after being kind of fatigued with everyone else for so long.
Right.
And so I wanted to like showcase like some of those costumes use as an excuse to draw characters I've been thinking about all summer.
Right.
Plus,
yeah, I think a few of us probably had those costumes when we were kids back in the day. I love the fact that they actually have started making like those little figures of different costumes.
Yeah, the NECA ones are awesome.
Yeah.
I had to use some of those for reference just because
it's
some
like,
of the pictures of these are horrible.
Yeah, I've got a couple. I remember a couple, 2 or 3 like outfits I had, and I'm like, when I see that one being made, I'm gonna pull the trigger on it just because it's just, just a definitely nostalgia boost. You know what I'm saying? But
it's just a bummer that they probably never do the superheroes or start like just because it'd be a licensing nightmare.
Right. Yeah, I want to say. I think I might have had the Spider-Man maybe or something like that, or somebody. I know I had
the Batman.
I had a devil, and then I had like I think the Phantom guy or something. I know I had those 2 for sure. Maybe, I don't know. I might even have a Dracula. I'm not sure, but back in those days, that was all you could get. So anyway, awesome days. Yeah, this one is super badass, man.
Yeah.
Thank you. So this is the Ghoul. So I already showed the Moon Goon. The Moon Goon and the Ghoul are sort of like the mascots that he's created, and it's sort of like, at least in his mind, it's like what pushed him to like get as many followers and as much outreach as possible is like the fact that he created his own unique characters. So anytime, like they're always on the prompts, and it's almost like you have to show them honor. Like I try not to change the design of them too much. It's always like the freak, and he's always in all black. Like you always have to do that.
Right, right.
And so for this one, I wanted to do a harpsichord, which is just a really cool instrument in general. And usually, especially if it's an older one or like based on like or in a, like a religious place, it will have artwork on the inside of the
Mhm.
harpsichord that will usually be religious in nature. And so I he has a book that I have that I love, and I did the cover of his book as the art of the inside of the harpsichord.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
So if you have his book or if you are familiar with it, like
That's-
it's always cool to when he doesn't reach out always, because I mean he has 200,000 followers, so it's sort of like you're a small fry, but even he was like, cool cover.
That's some inside baseball there, kids,
Yeah.
right there. That's awesome. Oh yeah, so this was good, man.
Yeah, I picked this one on my list. Like, there might have been one or two that were more favorite than this, but I picked ones I could talk about or had little details I'd like to point out.
Mhm.
I know Bjorn's with me. We're Fallout fans, and so these are based off the droids. They're not droids, robots. It's only droids used in Star Wars. The robots in Fallout, which I like, one of my favorite parts of Fallout is the variety of droids. And so it's the Robo Brain, the Protectron, and the Securetron from Fallout, and then they're each holding a Book of the Dead because they're the choir. I made one of them up, but the other two, the two small robots, one obviously has the Necronomicon
Right.
from Evil Dead.
He does that so he's got a guaranteed sale. He's going to sell that one to me. So he'll like throw that book into one of his things, and it's like, all right, I got to buy that one now. So
Okay,
guaranteed
so
sale.
go back to this. Hold on, let me go back to this for a second. Okay, so that was the first game that I ever played of Fallout, right?
Same.
And I want to say I fell in love with that game, and I put way too many hours into that game. And oh my gosh, man, it's like, yeah, it was fantastic, man. It basically made me fall in love with Bethesda because it's like I did not really know who they were before then. And then I played Fallout 4, and it was just like, that was for the Xbox 360. That's what I played it on. And man, it was just
so
such
fun.
a good game, man. Such a good game.
It gets a bad rap in some aspects of the game, which is justifiable, but it's a fun game. Like, especially if you're not familiar with the franchise or if you're just getting into it, like, it's a fun. That's where I started. I had played Skyrim before, in terms of like Bethesda games, but I've gone back. Bjorn, I just 100%ed. I got all the achievements. Xbox Fallout 3 this week, so
that's awesome. I've never finished New Vegas, but because by the time I played so much of Fallout that it's like I was kind of like burnt out by the time Vegas came out, and I was like, man, it's just the same stuff. I know it's a little bit different, but it's like it's just the kind of same stuff, and so I had to like put it down for a minute, and then I eventually like went back and played a lot of. I didn't finish it, but it was like I played a lot of it. And then I definitely loved Skyrim. I mean, that one was a good one. But yeah, love Fallout. Wait for the new season to come out.
Oh yeah, especially because it's gonna be New Vegas themed. Because New Vegas is my favorite. I've also gotten all the achievements for that on Xbox, and I also own it on Steam, so I could do it again because I had a lot of fun.
Right. The thing that I liked about those games is you could pretty much start a new character and go in a totally different direction.
Yep.
With your character as far as like their skills and stuff like that. So excuse me. Anyway,
yeah, so fun. And then the other Book of the Dead is from the Mummy series, starring a heartthrob Brendan Fraser.
And I heard they're bringing it back.
I hope so. Those movies are great.
It'd be cool to see another one with them in it, and
and
maybe
Rachel Weisz back.
Yeah. Just do the one or whatever. It's like at least do the one, and just anyway, that's kind of cool.
I'm all for it because I love those movies, and
yeah,
they're such great fun. The adventure movie is not a thing as much as it should be anymore. I wish it was back.
Yes, I totally agree. So I think this one was probably my favorite, just because my son plays the drums, and so I'm like, as soon as I saw it, I was like, hey man, I was like, remember last year's piece of art that I bought for you? Well, check this out, And he's like,
So kind.
cool. I'm like, yeah.
And I used the punk rocker song for this one when I
Yes.
posted it.
Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah.
I mean, big drum kits are awesome. They're kind of really hard to draw, but like that's what I like about drawing instruments is it's tough. Like it's a challenge. It forces you to like think 3-dimensionally. And so yeah, this was one of my favorites that came out. Just wanted to make like a hazmat, biohazard situation. The barrels have been turned into a drum kit, and this guy's just going to town.
Yeah, that's awesome. It could be something. I mean, you could see out of Fallout. Just anyway. Yeah. Anyway, really good work with that. I like it a lot. I really like this one a lot too, man. Well, I'm gonna tell you this. There wasn't any of them that you did that I didn't like. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I like them all, and because I love like art anyway, and I love to see people's interpretations, of how they use their style and stuff like that. And so, super great work, by the way. And let's just say that it's one thing to kit bash a figure or to paint a figure, and take a picture of it, but you actually like had to draw and like paint all this stuff, and so that was super tough.
Thank you. It was fun. Yeah. This is one of my favorites too, because like we were talking earlier, I love Alien, love Predator. So this is the spacesuit is the Nostromo crew spacesuit.
Mm-hmm.
And there's like a little chest burster in his little back pod that's floating around.
How far in advance do you start on?
I was just showing this is the size of them. So they look really kind of small on Instagram, but this is how big they are in person. I started working on it in September. Like I need a head start because part of the reason, I threw down the gauntlet to my dad last year was because I was explaining that it's not just doing 31 in my case. I do 31 sketches and then I use a light board and I trace over those with colored pencil. And then after I do that, then I paint them. So I'm like, by the end, I'm done. I've, done 93 steps.
Right.
By the time that we get to the end of the month. So yeah, I kind of need to take some time ahead to get started. And even this time, I started ahead and I was still working on the last, day 31s a day before. Right. I was always chasing the deadline. So,
yeah, great work, man. I don't know if you've already pulled Ari's comment up, but Ari, we showed some of your customs at the first of the stream. So, you got some stuff in there too, man. So check it out on your rewatch.
Another cool thing with his drawings is if you really want to go out in the weeds is you look up the instrument, and a lot of these instruments are like stuff you've probably never heard before. So then if you go look up that instrument and then see somebody playing the instrument and hear what it sounds like, it's a really cool, like I learn all these like, oh, what does this sound like? I've never heard of this before. So what was that last instrument, man?
Do
you remember?
I can't remember. It's essentially like a almost like a xylophone, but like a circular dish xylophone that has like bells and stuff on it. But,
so let's see here. All right, so the picture you had, the piece that you just pulled up and showed everybody, that to me I think is probably the one I think that probably has the best paint or the base, or I should say maybe the best color combo. Why don't you show that again?
Yeah.
Dan?
So this is what this guy is, the Moon Goon. Sorry.
Yeah. So to me, I thought the color combination on that was that's probably the best one you did for the whole month right there.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
This was day one, so it was a good test drive for like how I wanted the color scheme of the uniform to go.
You set the tone with that one because it was like that one. that one's like, damn, right out of the gate is like it's a banger. You know what I'm saying? And so,
Thank you.
anyway, but really great job, man, with these.
Yeah.
I know it takes a long time to do them, and so can't wait to see next year's. Well, so,
Me too.
anyway.
Thank you. Yeah, it was fun. I'm excited to get more sleep than I was getting. So
Yeah, we would go pick him up and feed him, and then send him back, and then he's like, "All right, I'm gonna go paint until like 3 a.m." So
Right.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, great work, both you guys. And so
Mhm.
Thank you.
we're gonna run through these last entries that we have. So let me think. So we got like, I think like 3 or 4 other people I think that are still or have pictures they sent. But anyway, so and they're not in any particular order or anything like that. But I just wanted to split up the pictures and stuff. But this was from Task Force Figures and Games, and so he did a lot of customs of like GI Joe figures, and so he's done customs like these before, and so pretty much go check him out. I love the fact that he does GI Joe with these Marauder bucks.
Yeah.
Just run through this right quick. Okay, so who is this guy? Does anybody know?
I want to say it's one of the helicopter pilots. I can, except for like Wild Bill, I get all their names confused though.
Right? It wasn't Crazy Legs, right? That's a
No.
parachute guy, right, or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Lift
I
Ticket,
love
maybe?
GI Joe, but I can't remember people's
Oh, here we
names.
go.
Lift Ticket. Yes, thank you, Macon Hicks. All right, so this one is this a Grand Slam? No, it's not Grand Slam. It's I know there was a Flash head. No, it wasn't a Flash. Okay. Anyway, I can't remember who this guy was.
Yeah, there are a couple of different jetpack guys. There's like a mail away one called, I think,
Yes,
Starduster.
he had a different Flash head, same body. No, he had silver instead of the red as the Flash, right? Wasn't that one?
That may have been Grand Slam. That
Okay. I hope I'm not like
he was either a cannon operator or a jetpack.
ruining my street cred with how I used to love my GI Joe figures as a kid. I can't remember what these guys' names are now, but
The years catch up with us all.
yeah, I can't remember the name of this guy either, but I know who they are. I just can't pull the names, but
Maybe Dusty.
Possibly.
Yeah, the kind of desert theme.
Yeah, I know this is Rakondo, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. Or okay, I guess. So this is this. I don't know. We got names in the chat.
Yeah.
I know who this is without a doubt. It's
Yeah.
Law and Order, and this is probably the best one that he did for the whole thing, in my opinion. I think it's just awesome. I mean the Marauder, buck has, it's a super good one to recreate like GI Joe figures and stuff, and the red and blue were like spot on with this one. I mean, it's super good work, man. Anyway, Task Force Figures and Games, go check him out. I think he did potentially 31 customs for the month, maybe.
I believe so.
I think so. Yeah.
So anyway, awesome. Pirates of the Galaxy. I did. I think he did a custom every day too. I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Pretty sure.
A lot of turnout this year for Figtober, and I was glad to see it. Great custom there. I love any gift, in any way, and so I think these guys are great. Let's see.
And I like that Pirates, like some of his shots had like moving backgrounds and stuff. That was pretty cool.
Right. Yes. I think of the ones he sent me, I think this custom might be one of his better ones, in my opinion. No offense to all the rest of them Pirates, but I really like this one a lot. Super great work. I mean, because it's hard to like paint stuff, man. It's it's not easy, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one was a good one too. Yeah, so basically Pirates had several pictures and I think like a story almost to like explain what these
Mhm.
figures were and stuff. And so and a lot of people did. A lot of people had like, you know, a background of a lot of the characters. And so a lot of people are super talented with, you know, they're very creative with what they want to, you know, their figures, their new figures to be and stuff. And so I pretty much winged it this year, where it was like, this is maybe a name or it's just the prompt. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Right.
I'll leave the lore to everybody else. I'll create the lore for this guy if I ever want to bring him around again. You know, this was a good one too, man. It's like I really like this one. Well, super good work, Pirates, and so yeah. I
Maybe
do like
part of
those.
his Flash Gordon theme.
Yeah. And those Joy Toy figures are so good too. You know, it's like I like those a lot. Okay. And so I couldn't not have my co-host you know, not have a couple on here that he
Thank you.
did. And so I think this is hands down. I mean, you only did a couple of them, but it's like
Yeah.
you really didn't have to do more than a couple because it's like this post was pretty much the mic drop for your.
Well, he
for
did
your
all the prompts in like with one guy. It's
that's
like, oh, this
right.
guy's
Yeah,
like a lover. This guy's a fighter. He's a warrior.
yeah. He's on a team. He's on multiple
Yeah.
teams.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, it's like you should go just check out this post that he did. It's like it was like, you know, it's like a mini. It was like a mini movie, pretty much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Thank
So,
you.
great work, man.
It's crazy that you picked a picture of Bob beating you up, Brian, to show on the show.
Yeah, right. Yeah. You know, I don't really wear that outfit very often, but
We all know you have it, but
yeah, I mean,
no.
it's only for special occasions. But yeah, I was like, okay, let's get this one done right, man. It's like I'll bring it out of retirement so we can get this done. But yeah,
Oh,
super good work.
thank you.
And then you did this one as well. So I can't remember exactly what this guy was. I know he's a droid, but
Yeah, he was the I think the prompt was like Droid Hero, and this is when I had started a while back, and then when I saw the prompt, I was like, oh, I gotta finish him up and get him in there. He'd be perfect for that.
So
Yeah.
let me ask you this: was any part of that like a GI Joe figure at one point?
Yeah, so like the torso, the upper and lower arms, the waist and the legs were all from the uh what was it, Valor versus Venom
Okay.
line of GI Joe. Is that like later, like early 2000s
Right.
line? Hey, thank you, Fu. Um, but he only had like hinge joints in the elbows, so I
Hmm.
cut those out because he's like a kind of, his arms were kind of like that softer plastic, and
Hmm.
put in some new joints to give him a little more mobility, and then use that like Marauders chrome head, but gave it kind of a blue tint and whatnot.
Anyway, yeah, super good work, man.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, like I said, I got a kick out of seeing uh, you know, this guy. Like I said, this guy is like, you know, super great work with this whole post, man. It was like just, you know, a mic drop pretty much.
Thank you.
Yeah, and anyway, great work. And I think, yeah, Modoc says bye. So yeah, that was 66 pictures, guys, that we had. And so you know, if we would have wanted to go another hour, we definitely could have had another 66 pictures on there.
Mhm.
I didn't even show any of mine, so it's like that'll be another time, you know, for that. But anyway, great show, guys. Great customs, great art, super good. You know, so before we get out of here, I guess Van, do you have any? What do you got going on right now? besides being on the front page of the paper?
It was a surprise to me. So, I'm kind of in recuperation mode. I'm trying to game plan what I want to do next year in terms of art stuff. So that's kind of where I'm formulating things. I do have a question to leave with people that they can comment or whatever, and you can let us know. The prompts are always optional, but I'm curious if people liked having a little bit of optional guidance, and if they'd like to see that continue next year, or if there are some prompts that they would like added and some maybe excluded. I would love, I think we're open to suggestions. Again, prompts are always optional. No one should ever feel forced to, but I think it's fun to be like, oh, today's the 9th. I'm going to see 50 awesome robots today. And like being able to compare, not in terms of quality of like, oh, I like this one more than this one. It's just cool to see, 50 people take on a single
their
prompt.
interpretation of this of a prompt.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I would love, people can reach out to you or to us, or just to think about in the future if there are prompts that you would like to add, or if there was some representation that you'd like to see shown. But
Well, I will say this as far as my I guess opinion, which I didn't know if I was going to be able to even contribute very much for this month because I just didn't know if I was going to or not. But however, the prompts made it easier for me this month because I didn't have to try to think about what I was going to make, and I didn't follow the prompt every time, but I followed the prompts most of the time, and so that definitely gave me like an idea of like I guess of like, okay, so I know what today is. Can I do this? And so most of the days I went with the prompt, and so anyway, they worked for me,
Cool. No, I'm happy to hear. Again, they're optional. They're just to help, stimulate an idea, and if that idea leads somewhere else, that's totally fine. I like prompts. I always play with prompts in my own stuff.
Yeah.
So
And they really helped me too, like just come up with ideas. Like, and my ideas changed from what they were in the beginning, but definitely the prompt pushed me in the right direction.
So the prompts were basically shown before Figtober got started on Joel's page. He posted the prompts there, and so anyway, it's kind of like some a little bit of insider information there. If you don't know Joel, you kind of the prompts will kind of be like you won't know where the prompts are coming from pretty much.
Yeah.
Bjorn did do a good job of having the pictures of his figures and then the prompt page right after that at the end of the slides. So that was something that I kept going back to Bjorn's Instagram like every other day or something, saying, okay, what's the prompt for this day or something, And so anyway, but yeah.
Yeah, and they can always be additive or subtractive, like Mudhorn is saying. Like you all you have to do, to essentially transform it is the prompt, king, Mandalorian king, alien king. Like it's always additive or subtractive.
Alien musician. If Fat Red Food doesn't have aliens, he has musicians. Like it still works.
Right.
Yeah, I think it was. I mean, if you don't do a Star Wars world or something like that, you still could have, used the prompts, in one way or another, So,
and we were trying not to be too heavily skewed Star Wars. Like we didn't want to be too like that's why we try to use words like villain or hero versus like Jedi or Sith necessarily, or like Imperial Rebel.
Yeah.
More.
I think Mandalorian was like one of the few
But everyone likes Mandalorian, so you can get over.
Yeah, because they're badass.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
all right, Joel. What about you? What you got? What are you working on?
Well, I'm working on the alleyway. I kind of want to make something I could put in Starboy Station, but take it out and take pictures like that has like the depth. There's a couple people that have an alleyway. Is it Coruscant 1313? on Instagram.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think that.
And he gets so much out of this single alleyway, just different lighting and everything. So
Yeah.
I'm working on that. And then today I just started making trees because that's what I need right now is trees.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Well, let me know how those go because I've been trying to figure out a way of doing trees for a couple of for a diorama I'm trying to create. So I'll holler at you after you get it all worked out. I'll find out what the
well,
easy process is.
I had the trees in some of my shots, and I made those trees like I don't know, 12 years ago, 10 years ago.
Have you ever shown
Yeah.
the palm trees we made for our stop motion?
Yes, I do that every once in a while as I
Yeah.
show pictures from our stop
Trees are
motion.
not easy, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, awesome. Okay. What about you, Bob? You got anything going on?
Not a whole lot. I've been digging through my old O-ring parts bin and seeing about some combination pieces for some, kind of recycle some of those old figures,
Awesome.
Plus it's like stuff I already have on hand, so I don't have to like order it and then sit around and wait for it. And then, so.
Okay. Awesome. Well, as you can see, I have started to build back what was Yamato 6 behind me. And so I've started bringing out some of the diorama pieces and moving the shelves back together. I don't know for how long. I've got an idea of some things I want to do. And so I pretty much set all this up today so I could get some video of the 31 figures that I did because you need a long ass surface to be able to video 31 figures, and so that's what I did today. However, I'll probably be changing some stuff up because I do want to get not so much an alleyway, but I want to be able to get some different looks with my world and have some angles and some buildings and get a little bit of depth with there because I can only do so much if they're against the wall, and so I'm going to be moving some of the shelves around and getting some different shots just because it's fun to change it up, So anyway, okay, well, Pirates, yeah. So Whip Wednesday is back this week, guys. All right, Texas Customs. He's a good dude, man. It's like we've had him on a couple of times, and he makes really great stuff. So,
his vehicles are just
super
fantastic.
good work. Super good work. All right, so just want to say thank you for everybody who watched tonight. Thank you for everybody who contributed to Figtober 2025. It was a lot more people than last year, and so hopefully we'll get more next year as well.
Oh
Yeah.
It's just having fun, making figures and stuff. It's like not work, it's fun. But anyway, thanks Starboy for being on tonight.
Thank you for having me.
Van for being on tonight.
Yeah, thanks for including me.
No problem, man. Thanks for coming on. And Bob, thank you again for
always happy to talk toys and stuff with you guys.
Being here. So anyway, we will see you guys next week. And so everybody have a good night.